Hello, Princess on a Pillow here. I am here to do a review slash recap with my opinion on 90 Day Fiance The Other Way, Season 6, Episode 2. It's titled What Women Don't Want. I don't understand how that related to the episode, but whatever. And they only featured 3 couples, so this is going to be a short review. Okay, first couple is Shaikana and Serper. Shaikana is on her way to the airport. A friend is driving her to the airport because she's on her way to Turkey. On the drive, Shaikana told her friend that Cyper has a black book full of women and a bottle collection. I don't understand what this bottle collection is all about, but I really don't care. I really don't care to know. Excuse me. Shekinah said she told Surfer that she would not come back to Turkey until he got rid of his black book and the bottle collection. Surfer did not get rid of them. He says he wants to talk to her in person about them. Just get rid of them. We don't want to talk about. I think she kind of is in love with her love for Surfer makes her dumb. She kind of plans to fight fire with fire. She has a love letter of 143 pages that some boy wrote to her when she was 16. I'm assuming it was a boy, not a man, that wrote this letter to her when she was 16. 143 pages. So she's bringing this love letter with her to Turkey in order to rub the letter in Serper's face. I hope I'm saying his name right. Serper's face. Shekinah, Surfer's black book and bottle collection does not equal a teenager's puppy love. It doesn't equal. It doesn't match up, okay? How about you dump Surfer and find yourself a man with some substance? That's my advice to you, okay? But I think they both love this toxic relationship. They both love it. So next we see Surfer. He's in Turkey and he's on his way to the airport to pick up Shekinah. And he's excited. He said for 3 months he has been living a priest's life. Surfer said he feels alone without Shekinah. At the airport, when he sees her, he actually cried. But as soon as they got to Surfer's apartment, Shekinah sees a bunch of empty liquor bottles and she is pissed. Pissed. Next couple, Dempsey and Statler. This is an old couple. Dempsey is 29 years old from England. Dempsey sold all her possessions except for her clothes. She is going to purchase a caravan and travel the world with her girlfriend Statler. Meanwhile, in Texas, Statler is a 33-year-old. She's 33 years old. She's, taking a bubble bath, chilling, and she's either talking to the producer or the camera person, and she's letting them know that she has ADHD, and that she pees in the tub when she's done taking her bath. Okay. Statler's a little weird, but Dempsey loves her. So Dempsey and Statler met on a dating app a year ago. After 7 months of talking online, Statler flew to England to meet Dempsey face to face. They had a few hiccups. Statler was moving too fast for Dempsey, and Dempsey wants to have kids in the future, but Statler does not. So that was their major issues. But they managed to work things out, and Statler plans to move to England and ride around in a caravan with Dempsey. Statler's job allows her to work from anywhere, so at least they'll have an income. And this is Dempsey's dream. But Statler is a bit freaked out about the whole thing. Traveling in a little tiny van, going from place to place. She's freaked out. And I don't blame her. Statler is afraid she will end up heartbroken and homeless in Europe. Back in England, Dempsey goes to visit a friend who actually owns a caravan. She's hoping her friend can give her some tips on how to live in one. Dempsey's family, they were travelers. From generations to generations, they traveled the fair. They worked in the fair and traveled. So traveling from place to place comes easy for Dempsey because that's what she's done as a child. That's what she did as a child. So Dempsey checked out her friend's little caravan, and she showed her friend the route that she plans on taking while traveling. She also told her friend that she's worried that Statler will be stressed out throughout the trip because she's not used to traveling around in a little tiny van. She's used to an apartment. Her friend told her that living in a tiny van is not all roses. And the friend asked her if Statler is the right person for her to be doing this with. And Dempsey was like, I don't know, I'll find out. And she will find out, won't she? That's something I could never do. Last but not least, James and Matilda. I'm going to pronounce her name wrong. Matilda. So James is driving Matilda to the airport because Matilda is going back to Indonesia. And it's crazy to me that she's leaving and she didn't say goodbye to his parents or his family. She didn't say goodbye. She's just leaving. And she didn't say goodbye because he still hasn't told his family that he or they are moving back to Indonesia. So James told Matilda that when he gets to Indonesia, he plans on working for her family. Matilda told him that if he works for her family, they won't pay him. James asked her, why did you say it was going to be a job if I'm not going to get paid? That was their planned income. That was supposed to be their income. James is pissed because he's going to be working with her father and not going to be getting paid. He told her that he is not going to move there if he can't, if he won't be able to support her. So she explains to him that they can get banana chips from her father's house and then go to another city and sell the banana chips. But to me, that doesn't sound good. The father is going to want a profit from whatever they sell because it's his banana chips. Or will they have to purchase the banana chips from the father? They still need money. And also, does the father know about this plan? I think Matilda is just telling James what he wants to hear so that he will move to Indonesia. She then told him that they have to fight to get to the store to get banana chips. James is discouraged, and so am I. That does not sound very profitable to me. It sounds like a lot of hassle and hard work for a small return. In her confessional, Matilda said that she did not tell James the details about the banana chips and what they actually do. That sounds like some hard work. But why didn't he ask, so what exactly will I be doing? How do you get these chips? How do you procure these chips? How do you create these chips? And who buys these chips? And, why don't you ask questions? Anyway, she doesn't feel guilty for not telling him the whole process of these banana chips because he waited till the last minute to tell her that the dog wasn't coming with them to Indonesia. So she don't feel guilty about that. And James is having doubts about being able to provide for her in Indonesia. And I don't blame him. He'll be in a foreign land where he will only know her because he really doesn't know her parents. And he has to rely on her father's banana chips in order to make a living. I'd be worried too. At the airport, they said their goodbyes. They said their I love yous. They kissed and cried. And especially James. He cried like a baby. excuse me. James said he is devastated because he doesn't know when he'll see her again. He said, I don't have a ticket. I don't know when I'll be going. I don't have a date. And he's just bawling like a big baby. He looked like a lost puppy. So next scene, we see James packing. He said it's been a month since Matilda went back to Indonesia, and he is getting ready to move to Indonesia in about a week. James said he has been working hard to make as much money as he can before he leaves. James said he's all cried out because he's always on the phone with Matilda, both of them crying about how much they miss each other. And still, he hasn't told his family. James said this is the second time he has done something like this. James said he was married before and they were in Maine 6 months, and then his ex decided that she did not want to be in Maine anymore because it was too cold. She wanted to move to Florida. Well, he said she made him move to Florida. She said, I'm going to go to Florida with or without you. So he had no choice. He wanted to be with his wife, so he went to Florida with her. But he said when he left, he had the family had to downsize the entire company. He said him and his ex were married for less than a year. Next, James invited his younger brother and the brother's wife over. As soon as the brother sat down, the brother asked, when is Matilda coming back? So I guess he must have told his family that Matilda went to visit her family in Indonesia and she'll be coming back. Because the brother said, so when is Matilda coming back? And James told them that Matilda is not coming back and he will be going to Indonesia to be with her. His brother asked him, when are you coming back? James told them that he is not coming back and he leaves in 1 week. That damn James, he liked to wait till the last minute to tell you stuff and drop a big old bombshell on you. Because he's too chicken to tell you, weeks before, because he doesn't want the stress of you trying to talk him out of it or, being mad at him or whatever. So they are shocked. The brother and the brother's wife, they are shocked and they are not happy. James told them that the parents doesn't know, so, mom's the word. Don't you say nothing. He said, I'm going to tell them the next day, so don't you say anything. The brother asked him if he's quitting. James said, yeah. The wife told her husband that this is going to put a lot of pressure on you. They act like the company can't survive without James. If a company can't survive without one person, then that's not a good company. That's not a good company. What they need to do is hire people and train them to do the job. Just because one person leaves, the whole company falls apart? That's crazy. The brother said, the last time you did this, you went to Florida and left us high and dry. And then the brother got all up in James' business, asking him this and that, grilling him about this and that. About what you gonna be doing for a living. You don't know the language. Just grilling him. Anyway, they finally got on the subject of having babies. And James said Matilda and her parents wants them to have kids. And it was a condition to the marriage. James said they are using protection. And he doesn't really, he out of his mouth, he said, I don't really want to have kids. James claimed, this is all what he's telling the sister-in-law and his brother. James claims that 5 years ago, he made the promise that they were going to have kids, but then after COVID hit, he saw the world in a different place, through different eyes, and he decides he doesn't want to have kids anymore. He's just going to make a decision like that without his wife. How dare you? It takes it's two of you in a marriage. It's two people in a marriage. You promised her kids, and now you just, boom, change your mind? You got to talk to her about this, James. What the hell is wrong with you? But then he said there's no need bringing it up with her, because they're trying to establish themselves right now. So, right now, babies is not in the works anyway. But like he does, he's going to wait till the last minute to let her know, I ain't having no babies. So his brother wished him good luck, but I'm pretty sure his brother didn't mean it, because I'm pretty sure his brother is thinking he'll be back within the year. He'll be back in Maine within the year, and I think so too. It's not going to work out. He's not going to be in Indonesia, messing around with banana chips when he can be in Maine working a good job and making good money as a, what is it, elevator carpenter. But anyway, that was the end of the episode, and this is the end of my review. Thank you so very much for watching. Princess on a Pillow here. Bye.